We're here at the Whisky Show at the Bowmore stand, as you can see, here with brand ambassador David. David, thank you so much for joining us. Lovely to see you.
Jake, pleasure. It really is. Thanks for coming.
So we wanted to share with you our 25-year-old single cask Bowmore, but also we wanted to try it up against your Bowmore. So maybe tell us a little bit about yours. Ours is single cask hoggy, a little bit different to what you're doing. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, just look at the colour of the two whiskies we've got here for us.
Very, very different.
So, tell you what, you pour for me?
I'll pour for you, you pour for me.
I'll pour for you. That
Crack
sounds
away.
like an
Nice
arrangement
one.
we have here. So, core range Bowmore 25. It's not single cask.
No.
It is a marriage of different casks here. It is quite a lot of sherry cask influenced. There's a lot of bourbon barrel here. Probably most importantly, in terms of the casks we aim to use for the older expressions, we love refill casks.
Right, you don't want to overpower it.
We don't want the wood to dominate.
Okay.
We like to think, fairly certain about this, we've got a lot of really great distillery character there. Too much wood will swamp that. The reason we've got that distillery character, and I'm really looking forward to doing this, right, so you've got the fruitiness on the nose there. I mean, that's just so... R25, I like to think we've got a lot of like the tropical fruit coming through here. It's passion fruit, it's mango, it's pineapple. Speak to the guys at the distillery. How do we get this? Why is that there? Because we've got our own floor maltings, because we're turning the barley by hand.
Right.
And the distillery guys swear this is what makes the difference.
Okay.
Those classic Bowmores of the late 60s, you know, the ones that basically made Bowmore the brand it is today, had these tropical fruit notes.
Yes.
Bowmore 25 now, we're getting it back.
But like you say, I mean, the use of sherry cask here is really interesting in comparison to ours, which is much more sort of fruit and then that sort of salinity and a bit of smoke. This has got that depth of the sherry cask. But like you say, putting it into first fill, it would shroud it with that sherry flavour, right? So second fill, third fill, refill casks essentially. You're enjoying that?
I really am. It's gentle, but you're getting the spice as well. You're getting the wood spice coming through on it. You know, okay, smaller cask, 25 years in a hogshead. And honestly, the joy of that, in many ways, is how light it is for a 25-year-old whiskey.
Correct.
I love light-coloured whiskies because they kind of like take you by surprise.
Right.
But no matter how much we know about it, you can't get over that prejudice of, oh, it won't have as much flavour as that.
As this one might
we know
do,
that
right?
that's rubbish.
For sure, yeah. But your eyes trick you sometimes. I know what you mean. You do. You look at this depth of colour and you think, well, of course, that's going to be the one for me. But actually, different casks offer a lot of different flavours.
So we're not at cask strength with this either. We do.
That's again, it's a mass market product.
It's part of the core range. We need to have a consistency to it. So it does come in at 43% ABV. 43%. We've still got that little extra alcohol there to carry the flavour through.
So David, tell me, do you ever do any sort of more cask strength versions of the 25?
Of the 25, have we done it? No, we do some interesting little variants. So it's reaching down.
You got the 22. I saw this earlier. 22-year-old Aston.
We have been in this partnership with Aston Martin. Now, actually, first one we released in this Master Selection series was a 21-year-old and used sort of 7 different cask types in it, so there's a lot of variety.
Okay.
This, the 22-year-old, and it just come out, not even available at the shop here at the moment.
Okay.
Coming to
it's the new.
Coming online near you soon.
Okay.
Only 2 cask types have gone into this.
And what have we used?
That is European oak, Oloroso sherry butt, and American oak hogshead.
Okay.
Bottled at 51.5% ABV.
Right.
Which is pretty much what we did with the first release. Now, what I loved about the first one in particular, because it really was a collaboration between us and Aston Martin, between Ron Welsh, our whiskey maker, Marek Reichman, who's the Chief Creative Officer at Aston Martin. Why are Aston Martins beautiful? Because the golden ratio is at the core of their philosophy of everything they make and build. So what makes great art beautiful, why things beautiful in nature, there's this golden ratio, the rough rule of thirds.
Okay.
They applied that ratio to the cask selection that they made.
Lovely.
So everything had 61.8% of the previous cask. You know, so 7 different cask types, 7 different volumes. They apply. This is very different. This is only the 2 cask types, but this is, we've kind of done the best of those casks there.
Okay.
It's a 22-year-old. Actually, a lot of the liquor is 25 years old. It's 2 vintages. It's 2 cask types. This this was approaching it in a different way.
For sure.
We just get the best that we can.
And this is the thing, what I love about this sort of product, and don't get me wrong, I'm thoroughly enjoying this 25, so it can't.
Yeah.
But to see something coming out at 22, which some people might think, well, why not wait till 25?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, actually, because you don't need to wait till it's 25. It's really good as it is.
Absolutely. And also, don't read too much into the age statement, because a lot of the liquid in this is 25 years old.
Exactly
We
that.
just can't tell you that.
Exactly.
He said, having just told you that.
No, it's fascinating stuff. Well, look, I have to say, this is delicious. And as you get into the older Bowmores, I find myself just finding it hard to find something I dislike. With the Aston Martin sort of collaboration, is there more that we can expect from this? Can we expect some more higher strength releases?
Yes, so this Master Selection series, we're probably going to release one a year over the next few years. There will be a different story, a different philosophy behind each one.
Okay.
We've also just launched another one, which is called Bowmore Arc 52, so that's a 52-year-old.
Yeah.
Just a couple of casks went into that.
Yeah.
That is at cask strength, and I can't quite remember what that cask strength is now, but at 52 years old, it's 40.
Dropping down there, I'd imagine,
something like that.
Cool.
But again, the glory of that, and again, this is kind of like fun. So Aston Martin designed the bottle for us, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's like no other whiskey bottle you'll ever see.
Right.
The top half of the bottle is metal.
Yes.
Every bottle has its own personalised magnet, and you can't open the bottle without
Seen it.
your
It's like the
own
car key
magnet.
for the car. I've
Absolutely.
seen it all. It's stunning. The attention to detail. And this is the thing. When you're buying a seriously high-end whiskey, you want that pomp and circumstance. You want that whole experience.
And the way you just described the attention to detail.
Exactly.
That's what drives the partnership in many ways. It's
sure.
like it matters. Lots of things you can get away with. Lots of things, it'll do. But no, actually, you want true excellence.
100% perfection in every.
Yeah.
Well, look, David, I have to say, it's a delight for us to finally have a Bowmore under the Whiskey Baron brand. It's all the more delightful to share it with you and understand more about what you're doing as a brand. Thank you so much.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Really looking forward
Cheers.
to
Thank you
seeing
so
more from
much.
Bowmore.
Glorious whiskey. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Slash.